Hey there, this is Faisal. I wanted to do a video on your relationships. Not your intimate relationships, but your relationships in general. So my question to you is, who do you associate with on a consistent basis? Who are the people that you hang around with? Who are the people that you connect with? Who are the people that you talk to on a consistent basis? And who are the people that you get your advice or support or anything else from? Think about it. And more than likely, you get a lot of your perspective from the people around you, your friends and family, for the most part, your teachers, your mentors, your coworkers, or whoever else that you have in your life. So why do I ask this question? Well, the reason I'm asking you this question is because I didn't ask this question for myself for a long time. And I didn't realize how much of an effect the people around me had. And I'll tell you why that is. Most of your thoughts that you think in your head, they come from the people around you. If not from the people around you, from the media that you watch, television, the rest of the things. But the things that influence you the most are actually the people around you. So the thoughts that you think on a consistent basis, they come from the people around you. So what does that really mean in your life? Well, most of what you do in life is based on what you think and feel. So what you feel is based on what you think most of the time. Considering that, now think about that for a second. When you consider that, what does that mean? That means that if the thoughts that you get are from your environment, from your friends and family, co-workers, the rest of the people around you, those thoughts become an accumulation in your mind, and you call it your personality for the most part. Yes, there are other things that go into it. I mean, your own identity goes into that too, but it shapes your identity for the most part. Has a huge influence on you. So if that's the case, then that means that whatever you do is based on what other people think around you. A great majority of it. Let me repeat that again. Whatever you do is based on what other people around you think and say and behave. So considering that, remember this, and this is why some of the most best teachers in the world on personal development, psychology, or success will tell you this: you are the average of 5 people around you. So think of the 5 people that you hang around with on a consistent basis, that you associate with on a consistent basis. Who are they? Are they your friends? Are they your colleagues? Is it your family? Who is it? Think about how they think on a consistent basis. Are they positive? Are they negative? Are they pessimistic? Are they successful? Are they not successful? Do they think about success? Do they think about happiness? Do they think about the world in a positive way? Do they think of themselves in a positive way? When you think about this, you will notice that much of your thoughts, the ones you're aware of and not aware of, come from those around you. And this is what I'm going to say to you. The sooner you get the people around you who are more positive, more connected with themselves, who are more optimistic, who have a positive outlook of the world and themselves, the sooner you're gonna progress in life. I didn't get this for a long time, and when I did get it, I had to make a very difficult choice. I had to make a very tough choice in my own personal life. I had to let go of a lot of people. And sometimes that means that those are some of the closer people to you, or some of the closest people to you. Now, I do understand that sometimes the most negative people could be some of the closest people to you who you can't get rid of. They could be your kids, or they could be your family, immediate family. I understand that. I completely understand that, and I'm not telling you to get rid of those unless it's a completely abusive relationship, in which case you have the right to. But here's another alternative to this. First, take a sheet of paper. Take a sheet of paper, sit down and draw a column. Draw a line right down the middle, and write down people who add the most amount of value in my life. When I say value, I mean positive people, value in terms of their thoughts, in terms of their behavior, in terms of them being a role model, them being a support towards you, people who make you feel great about yourself, people who you have fun with. And then another side, people who drain your energy on a consistent basis, people who are negative, people who are energy vampires, people who are constantly on a quest to create a problem with everything. And I know I'm making it sound extreme, but you get the idea. Write those down. And really think about who do you want to spend most of your time with. So that's you have to know this. And I know it sounds very mathematical, and it sounds very robotic to do something like this, but trust me, this is very important. If you want to progress in your life, if you want to be happy, if you want to be connected, if you want to be successful, you have to do this. So let's say you do this and you find out that, let's say, a few people are very supportive, positive, and connected, and they make you feel happy and great about yourself, and they're great role models in your life. A few people are negative. So what do? Let's say on the negative side, there are people who are very close to you, and you can't get rid of them. What happens then? Well, what you can do is spend more time with the people on the positive side of the column. Limit your time with the people on the negative side, so you're not getting rid of them. You're not getting rid of some of the closest people to you, but you're switching your resources. Your time is your resource. Who you spend that time with is your choice. It's your right. So move that to the people who are on the positive side. Now you're going to tell me, let's say you're somebody who's going to say, well, I have no positive people, which is very odd. If you have no positive people in your life, I'm sure there's somebody, even if that's one person. But let's say you don't have anybody positive, nobody who is a positive role model, you don't relate to your environment. So what happens then? There are over 7 billion people on the planet. Start looking for positive people to connect with, whether they be friends, colleagues, people you meet in different places that you like. Let's say you like going to the gym, or you like going to the library, or you like going to events, whatever it is. Find people that you can connect with, that are positive, that are gonna help you go towards that positive direction. Some of the best people that I have in my life are people that I didn't know about 3 years ago, or even a year ago, some of them, or even a few months ago, some of them. What did I do? I had to connect with people outside of my immediate environment. So I hope you understand what this means. This means that for a long time I used to think that I can go somewhere alone. I can do things alone. And you can do a lot of things alone. But as human beings, we're a social species. We need other people around us that we can connect with. A lot of our happiness comes from our relationships. A lot of our support comes from our relationships. When your relationships are negative, you feel drained. You feel like you have no energy, you have no motivation, you have no drive. When your relationships are positive, you start to soar. Very important for you to do this activity. And I just want to end this video with one thing. If you really do have people who are so negative, and they're the closest people to you who are abusive emotionally or mentally or physically, then you have every right, universal right, to get rid of them from your life. You were not put here to suffer because of other people. And you're gonna have to make this decision. But if you have any thoughts, any ideas, any comments, please post those below. I hope you like this video, and if you have any ideas for any other video, please let me know so we can so I can talk about that. Until my next video, have an awesome day. Bye.